Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is a cold winter's day in Melbourne, so I thought what better way than to do a sit down video and just chat about business tips and starting your own business and just a few things that I suggest just from personal experience as well as what I wish I did before I started my business. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below and comment down below any video suggestions you'd like to see or just anything in general, even your thoughts on this video. So I welcome you to the channel. My name is Gemma and I hope you enjoy, I hope you stick around, and yeah, let's get into the video. So for today's video, I really wanted to do a video based around business tips on starting your own business, and kind of what I did and didn't do, what I recommend that you should do. Definitely from personal experience, I wish I did do some of these things when I started, but look, what can you do? I'm here now. I have a really proud of my business. I've made so many amazing friends and learnt so much along the way. The first thing I will say is starting a new business or starting a business isn't as easy as everyone thinks. It's a lot. Once you start a business, you're always thinking about it. So you're thinking like, I will go to bed at night and I will still think about my business. I will wake up in the morning and I will think about my business. I will always check my emails, check my orders and everything, and I'm always thinking about my business. So even when I'm at uni, socializing or at work, I'm always thinking about my business in the back of my mind. So that's the number one thing that people don't realize is your business, you never actually stop working when you're employed by yourself and in your small business. So that's just one thing to remember. I personally don't mind it. My business is my outlet. So it's obviously not a full-time thing for me because I'm studying and I'm working and I also socialize. You know, it's a great outlet and I love it, and I do really recommend starting a business to anybody who is thinking about it. In saying that, I do have a few things when starting out your business to discuss. I love these snug mugs, but it's like so hot that I can't, like, that is, oh. Okay, let's get into it. The main thing on starting a business is to believe in yourself. You can't start a business if you don't believe in yourself and your products. If you start a business just because you want to earn money, then you're not in it for the right reasons. You need to be able to believe in yourself and believe in your products. I started my business because people were wanting to buy my scrunchies that I was making, and I originally just started making scrunchies for friends and everything, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a go, like I don't think it will be very good and everything. But then I was like, no, I'm actually alright at making scrunchies, like this could be a fun thing to do. And then it kind of just went on from there. Whenever I make products now, I get so proud, and don't be ashamed to be proud of yourself. Being proud of yourself is such a good thing. My camera is flashing batteries, so I'm going to stop recording and I'll be back with you soon. We're back. I have done a lot of filming today and just planned and just played around with my camera, and I didn't even think to look at the battery percentage. So it's now charged and hopefully we should get through the video without it dying again. Anyway, what I was saying was make sure you believe in yourself. Number one tip is to believe in yourself. The next thing is to make sure you do your research. Please don't go and just start a business because you want to start a business. Make sure you've done your research, you've researched your niche, so your target audience, so that's who your products are being targeted towards, who you would think would most likely enjoy your products or service, depending on what it is. And just make sure you research just, you know, how to make your products, what type of advertising works for your niche. What else have I got? Your marketing budget. So obviously you don't want to overspend. The budget is something that I wish that I worked on a bit more. I personally, when I started out, I didn't really have a budget. I just started out with, you know, 50 bucks and bought some fabric and there we are. So it's it all adds up, a bit of everything, and having research and knowing a bit behind, you know, social media trends and how to market on social media really helps. I've been lucky enough to be able to teach myself. I tend to teach myself a lot, especially through YouTube tutorials and just videos and everything. But if you're not that way inclined, then see if you can check out, sometimes your local council might have some workshops or anything, or maybe a free online course on just marketing, like, or starting a business. There's lots of different courses and everything online now. They might not, you know, give you like a massive university degree, but there's a few free ones to just get the basis. Through the research, find a way for you to be unique, because you don't want to enter a market that's already saturated and already got so many different businesses that sells really similar things, because you won't have much luck. Let's face it, if I started my business now and just sold scrunchies, I wouldn't fail, but I wouldn't be popular, because there's so many businesses that sell scrunchies. It's like now so many businesses are selling hair clips and everything, because that market's being very saturated. Make sure you find ways to be unique and be yourself, and get inspiration off other creators, but never copy. Please don't copy people. It doesn't help anybody. If you copy, then, you know, you're not being unique. You're not separating yourself from the rest of your market. So you gotta find a way to be unique. You can take inspiration from others, but just don't steal ideas or anything. So pretty simple, but it does take a fair bit of research before you start. Another thing is, make sure you're creating a business in something that you are passionate about. Don't just go creating a business. I've said this so many times. Don't just go creating a business because you want a business and you want to earn money. Create a business because you enjoy it and you like doing it. You like seeing the customers' reactions. Like, I personally love my business because I love sewing. It really helps me de-stress. I love giving people things. So at Christmas time, I absolutely adore giving presents. So being able to give customers their order and, you know, write thank you notes and everything and wrap it all up, it just makes me so happy, and I'm very passionate about that. So it's just the little things that add up like that, and if you're not passionate about those things, then you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to stay motivated to do it. You're not going to want to advertise, and, you know, it will just slip your mind and it won't turn out for the best. So make sure you choose something that you're passionate about and you love, or you want to love. Some people might start out a business and really decide that this isn't for them, and then they'll change their business completely. And that's fine. As long as you do your research and you start using your knowledge and everything, then that's fine. This is more getting into having your business, but make sure you test your products. Don't go selling a product that you make one thing of and then you're like, oh, that'll do. I reckon people will like that. Please don't do that. I know in particular my scrunchies, straight away I made a few scrunchies for a friend because she asked me to make them, and then I kind of just kept making scrunchies from there. And I wish I stopped. I wish I waited, because the way I was making them and the way I was sewing it up and everything has changed so much over the couple of years. Still remained kind of the same, but even packaging and everything, it takes time. Ideas take time, they don't always come overnight. So make sure you trial your products, see what other people think, see if you have, you know, if you've got some close friends or family, see what their response is, see if they have any ideas to improve it. Don't just go selling the first prototype you make, because chances are that's not going to be your final prototype. The first thing you should really do is find a business name. Make sure you search up, for example, like Australia, search up the Australian Business Registry and see if there's any names that you're thinking of doing that are already taken. If they're already taken, then scrap the name and try again and think if you can think of more names, because you want to be unique and that's also included in your name. So don't just go for something that's like Cakes by Jemma, because so many people would most likely have that name. That's why Handmade Jems is a little different, because it's not saying handmade by Jemma, it's not Gemma's handmade, it's Handmade Jems, and it's kind of a little pun because gems, being G-E-M-S, are quite a positive object. So little diamond gems and everything, they're known as, you know, being like really pretty and everything, and quite valuable. So I kind of did that pun on words and, you know, incorporated my name into it. But that doesn't mean that it's like, it's a bit creative. It's not just, you know, your basic handmade by Jemma. So just make sure that you have, you know, your name doesn't have to have a meaning behind it, but it's most likely going to be more unique if it has a meaning behind it as well. So when you first start out your business, the main things that you, like the basis you should have are your business name, business insurance, so that takes a bit getting used to. You have to look into all different websites and everything. An ABN if you're Australian, or kind of like a business number if you're overseas, as well as obviously research and just creative mindset. So you gotta be prepared. You need to make sure that you're consistent. So staying consistent with posts and uploads and everything are really good and really important. I know I personally have a monthly planner and I have it all written out, and so I try to post twice a week. Obviously that doesn't happen all the time, and that's fine, but it's a lot better if you're more consistent on your socials, because then people know that, you know, you pop up through their feed all the time, and then they're reminded that you're a business, that they could support the business if they want. If there's new products, they're like, oh my god, she's got new products out, and it helps grow your business a bit more. The other thing is, when starting a business, there's two ways you can do it. The first way, which is not what I did, which I kind of wish I did, is you can create your socials from day dot. So as soon as you have your business name and everything, create your socials. At the moment, socials that are really working for people are Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is growing, but Instagram is probably like the best platform to start on at the moment. And that's basically just creating an Instagram account, sharing it with your close friends. Don't need to share it with everybody yet. You don't need to share it with anybody yet, but, you know, getting some content up on your page. So, you know, posting a post saying, welcome to this business. We are all about handmade accessories and love and everything. We hope you enjoy. And then you do sneak peeks of things. That's one way people do it. And then they do launches. So it kind of hypes people up, and then it's like, oh, Jemma's going to launch these products in a month's time. Let's follow along and see if she posts any hints, etc. The other way people do it, which is what I did, is I had already created my products. I had already started selling, but then I decided to create an Instagram account for it. So I'd already kind of developed a basis on selling through just like messaging with my friends, but then I was like, no, I want a place where I can have all my things and all my products in the one place, and I created an Instagram account. So when I created an Instagram account, I'm going to find a photo. Okay, so this is a screenshot from, it says 16th of May 2019, so that'd be about right. This was my Instagram account, so I don't know if you can see, but that's what it looked like. That's just a screenshot. Now, I had 78 followers, and I was following 2 people. Very basic. When I first started out, I posted photos of my products and everything on my feed. I'll see if I've still got them or archived them, and I'll put some photos in here. But I literally just posted it. I put prices in the highlights tab, and that was all. They DM'd me for orders, and that was it. And that worked really well until I started growing. When my business grew, then that wasn't enough, so that's when I decided to do Etsy, and that was a lot easier for me. And then since then I've dropped Etsy and then had my website. Website is by far the best thing I've ever done for my business, but it is a big step up. That's the other way of doing it. So you develop your product and everything, and you already have an established base and sale base, and then you create an Instagram and kind of just make sure that you display all your products and everything on there, and then people can just message you for the orders. You don't need an Etsy, and you don't need a website to start out with. You could just start selling on Instagram and Facebook. It's as easy as that. So businesses are so fun. I have made so many business friends, and I'm so grateful for them, but they do have a lot of work in them. So you can't just start a business and expect to do nothing, because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, which I'm sure you guys have kind of got a bit of an idea of from some of my videos, hopefully. But yeah, that's about it for this video today. I am now going to finish my hot chocolate. If you wanted a part 2 to this video, happy to do a part 2. But yeah, I love helping people out, I love giving business tips, and I love meeting new people. So I hope you have a lovely day or evening whenever you're watching this, and stay gorgeous.